Hey there, Variety here. Welcome to today's video in which we're going to be talking about some of the upcoming events and updates that are coming to Tarisland from China sometime in the next couple of days to next couple of weeks because some of these events are a little bit further out. So we actually have quite a few things to talk about today. So the first thing I want to show, it's just minor so we can get through it pretty quickly. So over on China, we have a couple of new items in the store, the new arrivals. We have the Angelic Tiara, the Star Pattern, the Hydra Mount. We also have the new outfits that are going to come, but I showed them in a previous video. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the prefixes. Okay, so there's going to be a lot to talk about here. So basically, if you open up your attribute window, you're going to see 4 prefixes down here. How this works is, let's say you get a fire one, which would be plus damage, so plus attack, right? Let's say you get one of them, you get plus 10 attack. You get 2 of them, so 2 pieces of gear, you get plus 20. So the more fires you get, the stronger the effect gets, right? It's the same with all of them. They're set effects. So you want to stack them. So if I bring up this little interface here, so these are the affixes, okay? So putting aside the names, there are 4 types: plus attack power, plus health power, plus mastery effect, and plus movement speed. Now, while health and movement speed would be nice to have, honestly, they're kind of irrelevant. So the mastery effect is huge. So with plus 16% glancing, for example, any of the tanks are going to be able to run 100% glancing without any issue now. It's not just the warrior that can do it easily. You can also think about an extra 16% crit on classes that do crit. These new effects, these extra bonuses are actually so huge that they're going to change the way that you have to play your character. At least for me on my tanks, I'm going to have to rebuild them with taking this new, stat lines into account. So these are the stats that you're going to get when you collect them. So you can see across the top, for example, you get 2 attack speed, 2 attack percent, apologies, for 3 pieces, right? And then 6 pieces, you get 5%, 9 pieces, you get 9% attack. So you basically want to stack whichever one you want the most and get it on as many pieces as you can. Now let's talk a little bit about how you get them. So let's get this off the screen. So the main ways that you're going to get this is through raids and through arcane realms. You cannot get this through the gear store. So through here to buy equipment, you cannot get it from here, and you cannot get it off the market. You cannot make it through the live professions, right? So you have to get it through PvE content. Keep that in mind. There are a couple of potential things that you could do. Now, I can't guarantee that these are all going to work, okay? They're just kind of suggestions, okay? So the first suggestion would be to make sure that you have 6 out of 6 arcane when this arrives on global. So you have more chests to get the affixes. The second thing you could do, I don't have them on this particular character, but on some of my characters, I have a lot of Arcane Realm chests, and they may update. So when the update happens, open the chests that you've been stacking, and they may have affixed gear inside. We're not sure if that's going to upgrade. The last thing that you could potentially do is if you open up this here, go to assist for rookies, go to exchange, you're able to buy raid chests here, right? So if you use your points to buy the raid chest after the update, you might not have gotten this from the raid, but it is a raid chest nonetheless. So it may have affixes in here as well. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about getting your affixes, because the affix buffs are huge. Like, they're massive. People with them and people without them is going to be a huge difference, especially for the next upcoming content that I'm going to talk a little bit about later in the video. Okay, so let's move on to the charm ranking event. So this is an interesting system, not something I'm going to personally be using. So when you open up your reputation, you're going to see in appearance, you're going to see charm points, okay? So charm points comes from basically everything you have. So bought outfits, earned outfits, weapon stuff, pendants, mounts, accessories, pets. Basically everything that you acquire is going to give you charm rating, okay? And then the person with the highest charm rating you're going to have a leaderboard. And the people on the top of the leaderboard are going to get epic rewards. Now, keep in mind that I am going to put a link to a webpage below the video. This page will have a lot of information about what I'm talking about and some rewards and stuff like that for the charmed event. So make sure you click on the link and have a look through it. It really will help you out. So this event for me personally, it's kind of a whale event, so I don't think it's really going to affect most people. But you can also rate people's get-ups and stuff like that. Okay, next up, let's talk about the raid rush. So this could be called a couple of different things. Team rush, I think it's being called guild ladder, a couple of different names. But basically, previously we had speedrunning for the Arcane Realms, in which people speedran the Arcane Realms. Now they're doing a similar thing for raids, and they're adding an extra things. So they're adding in extra new difficulty modes, and based on what I'm aware of, new fixes and stuff like that. So if we open up the rush event here, what it says is the event will open 7 raid bosses, so the raid bosses that we currently have, and 5 levels of challenge difficulty. So you need to clear them to get a first-time reward, just like you did the Arcane Realm. And then the fastest people will also get the reward for being on the top of the ladder. I don't actually know the rewards for this quite yet. Now, in the actual thing, I believe there is 5 different modes. I can't recall what they said, but it's something like there's like a hell mode, a nightmare mode, and other modes like that. And they get more difficult as you go up. So we're expecting this raid content to be extremely difficult. So it's actually from easy. Okay, so it's going initiate, enhanced, challenge, nightmare, and hell level. So you need to clear them, and then if you want to go into the contest, you want to clear them quickly. So that is going to be the upcoming speed running raid content that people are going to do. We're expecting very difficult raids, considering they've been putting in all these new stuff to buff up. Like we have the new fixes, we have the star emblems, and everything else. Okay, so coming soon is a pre-launch carnival event. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I'm looking into it. And a fair group, I'm not sure what that is either. Little information, I am looking into it and will let you guys know when I know more about it. As I mentioned earlier, there is a link below the video. Please click on it. There is a lot more information that will help you, understand what I'm talking about and help you look forward to some of the stuff that's available between now and season 1. I understand many people think that it's just a blank slate of a month and a half and nothing going on, but that's absolutely not true. Okay, until next time.